Good evening and welcome to the Legacy Lost Radio and Music Paradise. And today, or yesterday, my Christmas gift finally came in from the slow boat from China. You like that packaging? With the Chinese cat. And interesting stuff here. Took over a month to get this from... Oh, I forgot. Oh, Baby Bird or something. Where this comes from? Beijing, China. And anyway, it's interesting packaging. Never got packaging with cats wrapped on it. Tape. Very interesting. Anyway, this is my Tecsun PL-600 Shortwave Radio, and there's nothing really in English at all, hardly on here. I got this for about 60 something bucks. It's cheaper than ordering through Amazon. I did order through Amazon, but the seller here takes a while to get it, and it's about $25 cheaper than standard. But I noticed that it does come with a nice what do you call it, carrying pouch, and it's got instructions which are pretty much useless because they're not in English. It's got a pair of earphones. Not really sure what this is. Maybe an addendum or something. I'm not really sure. Can't read it anyway. And a little sticker here thing. I don't know what that is. Anyway, to make a long story short, it did not come with chargeable batteries or a power cord. And maybe because it's not made for the U.S. market, this one wasn't. Or maybe they just took it out. I don't know. But it did not have, again, didn't have the, what do you call it? U.S. power cord. So I had to order one today through Anon-Co because my universal one seems to work, but it doesn't quite stay fit on there. I'm not really sure. Maybe it does. I got a universal one, but I got one specifically for it. But anyway, here is the radio. Hope you can see that. And it is in the silver finish. And it's got like a gray back part of it. And it works fairly well, shall I say. It's what do you call it? It's got a pretty good speaker in it compared to the 310 ET. And there's been a million different videos of these things, so I'm not going to really go heavy duty into this. I do miss the ETM scan like the 310 ET has. This does not have that. It's got a good shortwave. It's actually pretty sensitive on medium wave, and FM is good. It does do FM stereo out. There is no line out. I scrounged up some old 700 milliamp hour batteries that haven't been charged in like over 2 years. So then I charged them up overnight and then put them in here. And I just used my universal adapter just to try it out. And it comes with a wire antenna that's like on a plastic loop here. And it's got like a curtain clip on there. I just put it here a little bit just to get a little extra. And then I really don't like using the whip when it's sitting on the ground. You know, you can fall and drop it and break it. So that's more for outdoor. But if I'm indoors or something, I really don't like using the whip too much. Unless it's on a desk or something. Anyway, long story short, the main quirk I noticed with this thing is the what do you call it? The sideband sound. It's terrible on it. And it's got like a VFO on it. BFO knob. Like a fine tuning on, and it doesn't really have like a select for upper and lower sideband per se. This has a BFO knob, so you just put that in there. But anyway, let me see if I can get anybody on here. You can hear what I'm talking about. Whoop. This seems to do that. You gotta hold it for 3 seconds. Okay. See if I can get anything. We were just yakking on here a minute ago. Let's see if I can give you a demonstration of what it sounds like. I'll put the light on here for a second. That's one good feature is the light does stay on. Let's see what we can see. Now notice it does it more on the DX setting, but when you look at the signal strength meter 1 through 5, you can just get signals out of maybe 1 or 2, and then it does it. It seems like it's put it on the normal setting, it kind of minimizes it some. But it sounds very warbly, is the only way I can describe it. Distorted, warbly. Volume's up like a quarter. It's like a warbly audio. It does it really bad when you have it plugged in, by the way. If you're running it off, or at least the universal adapter thing that I got, the cheap adapter that is just a universal with removable tips, it makes the sideband even worse. So this is on just some Harbor Freight rechargeable batteries right now. Let's see. Let me see if I can tune anybody in. Okay, this seems like it's about where it's at. And you can hear how just distorted, and I don't know, it sounds worse than like a really cheap CB. So in other words, this radio works good on AM. Pretty much for me, it's very, the nulling is excellent. AM sidebands, AM shortwave is fine. The sideband is very poor, so can't recommend this at all for sideband. I'd probably maybe try the next up, the 660 or an 880. I heard there's problems with them too. And I think this is a newer radio here too, firmware and everything. It says, I think July of 17 this was built, so it's not very old. Let me see what else. Let me see real quick. I can do this. No, the power thing shut off. Apologize for that. If you hit it initially quick and you hit snooze, even if you shut it back off and put it on, it still shuts off at the default time. Anyway, there's a bunch of stuff, but regardless, I was trying to show you is
The signal, you're 5 and 9 on the meter, maybe a little bit over on occasion. Coming through you, I'm looking all this line.
you see how wobbly it sounds. It's terrible. It's a little too early to go to 80 meters yet. I'll show you what AM sounds like. This station over before.
En función de la demanda de préstamos de este año. Por su parte, el gobernador del Banco Nacional de Rumanía, Mugurisescu, ha afirmado que un aumento grave de interés no implica necesariamente un aumento del trabajo utilizado para calcular el interés de la mayoría de los préstamos en moneda rusa. K1KW signing.
Oh, warped and stuff. Of course, they still talking. Anyway, just want to show that it's a good radio, but got that, like I said, it's a little bit cheaper, so I don't feel too bad. But I still had to order a charger for it for Anon-Co. It says it's specific for this radio, and the sidebands is not very usable, at least on this thing. So I would recommend another radio for sideband listening. It's passable barely, but it's not really acceptable. It's just too distorted to make out. So, all right, peace out, 73s.